All right. This is my personal opinion on the matter. I'm gonna start off with the most obvious thing that I've seen countless people talk about. KSI is gonna get smoked was my favorite one because I liked when Gibbs said it. I like when he's like, "I'm gonna smoke him. I'm gonna smoke him." I just like that. That was kind of cool. It was like the whole when Jake during the 40 days. Doing the 40 was it 40 days 49 one of those things where he was like you're bloody mate when I give you that big old right hand. It was like one of those type moments. It was really cool to me personally. Here's the thing, and I want to make this apparent. So if I ladies and gentlemen, I don't know, fight someone that maybe Floyd Mayweather fought in the past and I beat them quicker than he did, does that mean that I can beat Floyd? Does If I fight not only someone that sparred with Floyd, that's probably done a pretty good amount of, I don't know, could have, if he was a professional fighter and maybe that person fought Floyd in an actual fight, he could have beaten Floyd. If I go against a sparring partner, I guess in the best way to put it, and I beat him quicker, in a quick way, does that mean I can beat Floyd Mayweather? No? If anyone answered no, then why do you believe that Jake can just simply demolish KSI? Why? How, Sway? Really, how? Because that's my thing here. It's just that we saw you. We saw the fight. We saw how it went down. Congratulations on beating Gib, though. Congratulations on beating a shorter than you man. The man that really came with rarely any defense. Had a terrible stance. Congratulations on beating him, though. Oh, that's not fair to you. He was your toughest opponent. I knew he wasn't going to be your toughest opponent due to the fact of everything that was presented in front of me. Everything that was presented in front of me showed that Gib, if he would win, it would be by points. It wouldn't be by knockout. If it was by stoppage, it was because you probably were in a corner and he was just still hitting you a lot. That would be the only way. It wasn't that you weren't defending yourself. It was just probably the referee thinking, let's stop it. I want this kid getting hurt. That would have been the only way. It would have been basically one of those type of calls that Jake could have lost the fight. Now let's go to Joe Weller. You fight Joe, you beat Joe quicker than KSI did, and you don't do it as vicious as KSI did. You do it more of a technical stance. Technically, you are the better boxer walking into, but, and this is a big but here, you're not that aggressive, my guy. You try to hammer off the home, hammer it home to us that you can first round knockout him. Now, don't get me wrong, you probably could do it. I would have believed you if you fought against KSI that fought against Joe Weller. I believe that you could have done it. But not in the current climate of everything. I don't believe you could just do it right now. Like, in the current situation, let's be honest. If the fight was confirmed right now and the zone was like, empty arena, who cares? I'm pretty sure KSI probably wouldn't knock you out. It would probably be a stoppage. Or the busted nose would get even worse. Because that seems to be a common thing, which I don't really fault you for, because you stated that it was going to do that before the fight even happened. And I thought you were covering up something, but then since we look at what sparring, I think, did it happen during the sparring? Did it happen when you sparred Joe? I don't remember if it happened when he sparred Joe Weller, but I do know it happened for Deji and Gibb. And for both times, one of them looked really bad. The other one looked bad still. It wasn't that bad because it wasn't for that long, but still, it was like, I don't know. I know that I will state this. You have a lot of confidence. And oh, I'm sorry, I should probably do a disclaimer. I'll do it here at this point. If you love Jake Paul, this is a video for you. If you hate Jake Paul, this is a video for you. It's me basically just talking about the boxing and me just simply doing this. I'm sorry for not doing it at the beginning. Mine's racing at the moment. I've been meaning to talk about this for a very long period of time, so finally on it now. Might as well. Jake Paul continues to be the guy that I kind of imagined him to be. To run home, take it all with him, and be like, I'm the better man around here. I'm the big dog. And I continue to watch, and anything that lets you talk, anything that you are able to talk about KSI, I'm sorry, it comes off a bit weird to me. The reason it comes off so weird is because maybe I need to be made a believer. Maybe that's what it is for you. Because I didn't believe you were going to beat Deji in the first round. I did know you were going to beat Deji. I did know that. But I didn't know how you were going to do it. I imagined it in a very different light. I thought it was going to go the distance and you were going to win off of points. Or Deji would win off of points. I thought it would be one of those situations. But no, that was what happened to KSI and Logan Paul. Another thing, I have to say, you were so scared to fight KSI. You were so scared. I don't care what nobody tells me. You were scared. From everything we've seen, every encounter you had with him, that your brother wasn't fully there behind you or around you, you seemed a tad... Even when your brother was there, you seemed a tad bit scared of the situation. There's a part where I decided... I'm going to say this. I decided to go back and look at every press conference that that's been done so far. And I looked at the lovely part that I missed the first go around, because I did miss part of KSI's entrance. So I didn't see the part when KSI walked over and he looked at you and he did the whole... And then you looked at him and you were like, what are you looking at? Oh, you're looking at what I'm wearing. Okay. I didn't see that portion, nor did I see the part when Logan got in KSI's face and you were right behind him like you were going to do something. You just stood there behind him like, stood behind KSI like, dare you to do something, put you in the back of the head. Just like my brother's going to do to you in the future, but we don't know about that yet. I don't know. You saying that KSI doesn't have a jaw also? Didn't you say you have a soft jaw? Makes me just do that. Because let's look at the sparring footage. Gib. FaZe Sensei. For Christ's sakes, let's look at the fight. The only good shot that was really thrown was one uppercut. He was getting back up. Everyone saw him about to get up from that. Logan held him and did it again. Then tapped him. Oh, I'm sorry, you said tap, let's be honest. You hit him in the back of the head twice. So, you see what I'm getting at here? You see what I'm getting at? So, that's a thing. But let's get back on it, and the fact of the matter is this. You grew up. Somehow, some way, you grew up, Jake. You went from being absolutely terrified of the man, or in this case, a little nervous to take him on. The reason I believe you were nervous was because of not only every interaction you've had with him, when you were in the room with him. I don't mean any other interaction on video, because I can make a video like this and say I'm calling you out for a fight, and then I get face to face and I get all like that. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. What it means was the body language that you, not only the body language, but what you were saying. What was it? You did a video. It was a while back. I think it was right. Was it right before? Was it the first one? No, it was the second one. It was when they were getting ready for the second fight. You, he walked past you. Randolph, and walked past you, and um, one of your team members were recording, and they were like, I think KSI was like, don't get nervous, Jake," and you were like, I won't," and then you you had this lovely moment with Vidal. And you were like, you're like, your suit's too tight, suit's tight. I was like, I think say suit's tight or loose. It was one of those two. And you were like, he was like, oh, it was it's a custom. And you're like, I know a tailor. You looked pretty scared to me personally. And it felt like you grew confidence throughout the thing. And that's what I'm trying to say, is that you grew confidence throughout it either way you go. It's fine that you grew confidence throughout it, because it's really good for you to get that confidence, because you needed it to be able to do that lovely stare down that we had right after. But at the same time, it could have been that you're still scared of him, and it was just the adrenaline of just beating, of just after the fight. Because I'm pretty sure if I had adrenaline, I'm pretty sure if I would have beat someone right after the fight, I've been ready to face down anyone. Probably wouldn't have called out Floyd Mayweather, my dumb self, and still get beat up easily. Either way it go. Just saying. I don't know. It could, like, so many factors could be at play. But yeah, let's get back on to, like, fighting, either in this case the past against the present. I don't believe Jake is going to be able to deal with KSI like he did with Gib, because Gib is a pressure fighter. We've seen it for 3 fights now. He's a pressure fighter. Even in sparring, he's a pressure fighter. He didn't switch up. He's still a pressure fighter, ladies and gentlemen. A pressure fighter versus someone that actually sits back and strategizes throughout most of the movements that he makes throughout the fight. Logan, I didn't hear Logan really say he thought too much about what to do in the situation when he first went against KSI. But I heard KSI said I had to switch up my strategy. Like, I was thinking, okay, cool. When he said I was thinking, immediately I was like, you deserve to win this fight, because you thought, not just simply acted like you did against Joe Weller. You just acted against Joe. This one, you used your brain to go against Logan to pull off the draw. Then this one, you used your brain again to pull off the victory. So you're telling me, and then on top of that, didn't you say, Jake, that you stated that Logan is faster, stronger, and better than you, but you state to everybody that if we would have went back in time and you would have fought on August 25th, if you would have fought KSI, you would have won. You would have won what? You would have won the grand prize? You would have won for rooting for KSI? Would you have won $1 million? What would you have won that night? I don't see you winning due to the fact. Maybe he meant if he would have fought on the night that Joe Weller fought, maybe he would have won. Yes, I think he would have won if he was as good as he was when he fought Gib. Yes, I do believe that. Yes, I could believe that. But not that night. No. Nope. Nope, buddy, I'm sorry. As much as I loved your entrance, both of them, I don't believe you could have won this one. I'm sorry, buddy. This fight is gonna be really good. It really is. I rooted for Deji to win. You won. It was one of those weird things, and I don't know if it's gonna kick in the same, but I do believe this is how the fight's gonna go. We're gonna see something from KSI we have not seen yet. Proper boxing. Less of the wild swings and more of that, and less of just of all that. We're not gonna see all this just swinging off like that. We're not gonna see the doll KSI. We're gonna see the boxing KSI, the KSI we should have been seeing. We're gonna see him actually properly box you, and I believe that you may be the best opponent for him in this situation, Jake. You are, and if you do win, yes, that is good on you. But I don't want you to fight Logan for the obvious reason. I don't believe you winning against Logan. I don't believe Logan should lose that fight. If Logan loses, Logan looks real stupid. But at the same time, I do believe that the fight shouldn't really happen at all. I believe it should be left to, because looking at Logan's win to lose rate kind of doesn't make me really hyped to see it. It's like it'd been different if he would have beat KSI the first one, and then KSI would have beat him the second. Then you'd be like, okay, we're done. Then I'll be like, okay, I understand now. But that's not what happened. That's not what happened. What happened was a draw. Then your brother lost. But you guys are stating that he doesn't have a chin, even though he beat you, even though he doesn't have a chin. That's weird. That's really weird to me. But hey, we have the king of first round knockouts that acts like Conor McGregor talking about it. Oh, by the way, I want to talk about that also. I think that he was trying to add something to his character. I don't believe that Jake always acts like that for obvious reasons. He seemed more just chill and relaxed. He doesn't really seem like the Conor McGregor type character. It's okay if he does it for boxing. I won't really judge him for it anymore, because I did when I first saw it, it was something laughable. But it's like, I think he's trying to make it into like part of his boxing character. But if it's part of his boxing character, that's fine. I won't judge you for that, because it's fine if you want to do it, because at this point, it seems pretty cool for you to do it. It's like, except when you went against Gib, when you did that. When you did the, I think, what was it? It was like something like this you did. Hey, all of his fists in your, oh my gosh. And then he had that whole, he was like, I was like, I want to slap him. I would have pushed you on the ground. I would have started brawling with you then. Ain't no pushing. I would have pushed, probably punched. Even though I just said I wouldn't push. I know, I don't care. I just think that's wild. But besides really any of that, really I could talk about his opponents real quick. His past opponents. Let's talk about this one. Deji didn't train as well, right? He didn't train as much as he should have. Joeller wasn't training at all. Gib was the only one that was trained his hardest to do this. Gib was the only one to train his hardest to really actually fight you. So you may have beaten him in the first round under 3 minutes. What, 3 minutes? There we go. Congratulations on that victory, Jake. But the problem still lies. You don't have to replicate what you did. You have to do better what you did. Because if you don't perform better, because that's what I'm thinking is off of brain just versus pure bronze, because that's why we expect Gib to bring the pressure. I didn't expect really too much brain from it, because of the fact of the matter is what I've been presented. I've been presented to a big pressure fighter against you. Now, you're not going against a pressure fighter. You're not going against someone that was high for that in particular fight. You're going against someone that's going to be able to keep his composure, someone that's going to be pretty roughly, probably a little bit off, maybe a little bit above, who knows. Doesn't really matter to me personally. The same reach pretty much, the same height. So this one will be not only the best fight that we will have so far, no matter how it ends, to be honest with you. Like, even if you win or he wins, at the end of the day, both of you win. Due to the fact of this may be this, well, let's not like it's like if it is, it's gonna be bigger than KSI versus Logan Paul 1 and 2 combined together. It's more of what you're gonna do after, which is my little thing, because I do wonder that, like, if you win, congratulations, but what do you do after that? is it done? Are you gonna keep boxing? You gonna box someone else? Or you gonna go rematch Deji? I think that'll be interesting. You gonna fight Joel in a proper boxing match this time? I don't know. It's a lot. So, I'll go and talk about Logan next. No, wait, no, I'm gonna talk about KSI next. I'm gonna talk about KSI next. But that's pretty much all I have to say on the matter. Yeah. Yep, that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say on the matter of this. This is just my opinion on KSI versus uh Jake Paul. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. I'm so sorry. You're not irrelevant. I just forgot your name, bro. Yeah. Either way it go. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me back up. I just remembered this whole first round thing. He's been doing this sucker since Deji, right? Y'all know that, right? This man has been, first round knockout since Deji. I think when it came across for Deji, it was like he was just, just wanted to just do it. He's like, I want a first round knockout him. Then it's like, he wants to do the same to Joe Weller. He does it to Gibby. He's like, finally, I did it, yes. And then I think Logan was like the king of first round knockouts. Him and Randy Garcia, which is really good. He's actually really good. I've seen it. It's like, oh my gosh, he's just a beast at it. But Jake, I don't know. You would have to improve a lot, and you probably would have to think less of pre-planned attacks and more of thinking wow on it, because I could pre-plan to fight you and I could lose the fight because I could have a solid game plan to fight you back when you fought Deji. I could have a solid game plan for that. That probably would work back then, but it won't work now because you're going to be thinking, you're going to be doing something else. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to say, is that the past doesn't really mark the present. At least not all the time. Some boxers, they continue to do what they do. KSI obviously won't. He won't just do the same thing because clearly he's changing up his style. And I believe this will be the last time we just see him wildly swing throughout the entire fight. He may just throw a lot of, good jabs. You may actually do some good combinations that makes us say, yep, this is a pro fight for real, for real. And we'll see about that glass jaw of his, or that non-existent jaw. He can't take a punch, but hey, at least he didn't clinch after getting hit one good time like you did against Gib. Either way it goes, I'll talk about KSI next. So yeah, unedited, same with that one too. I just need to get this out.